Hello everybody, today we are going to use our new book for our flyers class, okay? So please take out your new book. It should look like this, alright? It should be flyers, workbook number 3, in parentheses with a helicopter in the front, right? A beautiful helicopter. Alright, so before it was an airplane, now it's a helicopter. Alright, so for today we are going to do our first lesson, okay? So let's open our books to lesson number 1, okay? Page 1, lesson number 1, okay? We have a story in front over here, and then some reading and writing. Just write down yes or no for page 2. For page 1, sorry. For page 2, we will refer to the story in page 1 and answer the questions, okay? And then matching, and that's about it for this one. And then we will do further stuff in page 3, where we will read the questions, look at the photo, and write down our own sentences, okay? Alright, and then of course for our activity book, right? Same as before, activity book. Actually, let me take out your activity book. It should look like this one, right? Your activity book should look like this one. Okay, and for today we are going to do pages 36 and 37. Not a lot, so it's quite easy, okay? 36 and 37. It should look like this, okay? 36, we have to do the crossword puzzle and then some reading and writing. On 37 is the listening and writing, and then reading and writing. So very simple stuff. More on explanation today, okay? Alright. So let's take out our workbook for now and open it to page 1, alright? So page 1 on our book, please. Page 1 on our book will look like this on the whiteboard. Page 1. Only 2 parts, right? So the first part is listening and read, right? Listening and read. So let's do it the other way around. Why don't we do it the other way around? We will read and then we will listen, okay? So let's try to read the first 3 pictures, right? And then we will listen to them after reading. So we read so we know what's happening, and then we listen so we can correct our pronunciation, okay? Alright, so let's look at the first paragraph. Last Saturday, Katie had nothing to do. I'm bored, she said. There were some holiday magazines next to her, and she picked one up and started to read it. That's it, she said. I'm going to plan a holiday. I want to do something new and exciting. Alright? So she was bored on a Saturday, and suddenly she saw a magazine, and then she planned her holiday, right? Alright, picture 2. Her friends came to her house. What are you doing, Katie? They asked. I'm planning an exciting holiday, she explained. I want to do something different. David opened the magazine. Have you ever ridden a camel across the desert? He asked. No, I haven't, answered Katie. But the desert is too hot. Robert took another magazine. Have you ever been skiing on the mountains? He asked. Yes, I have, Katie said. We went last year. I was too cold. I wasn't warm enough. Have you ever eaten an octopus in a restaurant by the sea? Asked Helen. No, I haven't, said Katie. I prefer my mom's cooking. Are you excited? Are you sure you want to do something new and exciting? Asked David. No, said Katie. I'm not bored anymore. This is fun. Alright? So at the end, she doesn't want to do anything new and exciting, right? All she wants to do is talk with her friends at the end. Alright, so let's listen to that story again so you get yourself familiarized. Now what I want you to do is while you're listening, use your fingers to point right at the words and read quietly while you are listening. So follow the recording and listen as well, okay? Alright, so I will play the recording once only, okay? Are you ready, everybody? Alright, Emily, use your pen or your finger to point at the words, okay?
T had nothing to do.
Let me replay that from the start.
Unit 5, Lesson 1, Activity 1. Listen and read.
Okay, listen and read this part.
Last Saturday, Katie had nothing to do. I'm bored, she said. There were some holiday magazines next to her, and she picked one up and started to read it. That's it, she said. I'm going to plan a holiday. I want to do something new and exciting. Her friends came to her house, What are you doing, Katie? They asked. I'm planning an exciting holiday, she explained. I want to do something different. David opened a magazine. Have you ever ridden a camel across the desert? He asked. No, I haven't, answered Katie. But the desert is too hot. Robert took another magazine. Have you ever been skiing in the mountains? He asked. Yes, I have, said Katie. We went last year. I was too cold. I wasn't warm enough. Have you ever eaten octopus in a restaurant by the sea? Asked Helen. No, I haven't, said Katie. I prefer my mum's cooking. Are you sure you want to do something new and exciting? Asked David. No, said Katie. I'm not bored anymore.
Alright, so that's already the listening and we've done reading, okay? So now let's move on to part 2 where we answer the questions with yes or no. Or we answer the questions with yes or no. So number 1, let's read the question together for number 1, okay? Last Saturday, Katie was bored. Is that a yes or a no? Last Saturday, Katie was bored. Yes, right? The first paragraph, she says, last Saturday, Katie had nothing to do. I'm bored, she said, right? Number 2, Katie has ridden a camel across the desert. Has she done it before? Has she ridden? Oh, pay attention to this tense. Has ridden. Has ridden. No, right? Because David asked, have you ridden a camel across the desert? He asked. No, I haven't. So it should be no. Alright, are you writing down the answers? Write down the answers. Number 3, Katie hasn't been skiing. Katie has not been skiing. That means she never went skiing.
What is skiing?
Skiing is like on the mountain, right? So in the mountain, has lots of snow, right? And you have 2 sticks that you stand on, and you will slide down the mountain with those sticks, right? So has she been she's never gone skiing before. Right, what do you think? She has, right? She has. So has not means haven't, so it's wrong. It should be no. She has been skiing before. Number 4, she likes skiing. Does she like skiing? Yes, I have. We went last year. I was too cold. I wasn't warm enough. So do you think?
No.
Yeah, she doesn't. She doesn't. No. Number 5, she hasn't eaten octopus. Has she ever eaten octopus? Have you ever eaten octopus in a restaurant by the sea? No, I haven't. So it's also no.
Oh, yes. She has.
Oh, hasn't eaten. Sorry, has not eaten. Thank you, Emily. Yes, right? She has not eaten. Sorry, yes. Number 6, Katie doesn't want to do something new and exciting.
Yes.
Katie doesn't want to do something exciting. What do you think? In the end of
No.
the story, is it yes or no?
No. No, it's yes.
What do you think?
Yes.
Yes, right? In the first part, she says, I want to do something exciting. But in the last part, she said, someone asked her, are you sure you want to do something new and exciting? And then, no, said Katie. So she doesn't want to do anything exciting. So it should be yes. Katie does not want to do. Okay? Alrighty then. Very easy. Number 1 is yes. Number 2, no. Number 3, no. Number 4, no. Number 5, yes. And number 6, yes. 3 yeses and 3 no's. Okay? Now let's move on to part 2 or page 2, part 1. Page 2, part 1. Alright? Complete the sentences. Alright? How do we complete the sentences from the story on page 1? Okay? So number 1. Katie wanted to do something
New.
new and
Exciting.
thank you. New and exciting. How do you spell exciting? Exciting. E-X-C-I-T-I-N-G. Okay? Exciting. Number 2, David asked. So David, mind you, David, have you
ever ridden camel across the desert?
Very good. Have you ever, E-V-E-R, ridden is the past participle of
Read.
ride.
Oh, okay.
Ridden, okay? So when we have the word have, H-A-V-E, right? Have ridden, we will use this kind of tense. Ridden a camel across. How do we spell desert? Be careful. D-E, one S only, right? E-R-T, desert. If you put two S, that means dessert. That means delicious food to eat after eating main course, right? Dessert is different from desert. Number 3, last year, Katie went where? Where did Katie go last year? Robert took another magazine. Have you ever been skiing in the mountains? He asked. Yes, I have, said Katie. We went last year. So where did Katie go last year? Skiing in the mountains, right? Skiing, 2 I's. S-K-I-I-N-G. Skiing in the mountains. Be careful how you read this word, okay? It's mountains, not mountains. Okay, mountains. Alright, so when she was skiing in the mountains, number 4, she wasn't warm. She wasn't warm, comma, she was cold. She wasn't warm, comma, she was cold. Alright? Alright, question number 5. Helen asked, so this is about Helen, right? Helen asked, have you ever eaten octopus? Ever eaten octopus? And Katie said no. Katie prefers what? Prefers means I would like to eat this instead of this. Right? Prefer means what you want versus what you don't want. So Katie prefers her mom's cooking. H-E-R-M-U-M-S-C-O-O-K-I-N-G. Now you can spell mum like M-U-M or M-O-M. Both is okay, okay? Mum or mom. Both is okay. Mom is English in America. Mum is English in Britain, right? Alright, so check your answers, please. Alright, number 1, Katie wanted to do something new and exciting. Number 2, David asked, have you ever ridden a camel across the street? Ridden is the tense we use, the past participle, because we have the have, right? Have you ever ridden? Right? And then last year, number 3, last year Katie went skiing in the mountains. S-K-I-I-N-G, okay? Number 4, she wasn't warm, she was cold. Number 5, Helen asked, have you ever eaten, right? Ridden, eaten, okay, an octopus. No, Katie prefers her mum's or her mom's cooking. So you can say mums, M-U-M-S, or M-O-M-S, right? M-O-M apostrophe S, moms or mums is both the same. Alright? Good, good, good. Now let's go to part 2. Match the cards, then listen in order. Match the cards, then listen in order. We have two cards, right? 2 cards in each prompt. So we have ride, R-I-D-E, ride, ridden, R-I-D-D-E-N, ride and ridden. Eat, E-A-T, and eaten, E-A-T-E-N, eat, eaten. Then we have and had, okay? So when we have the word have, we will use it for I have, you have, we have, and they have, right? And then for had will be he had, she had, and it had, right? And both of these will use the past participle, okay? Okay? I have ridden a horse before. You don't say I have ride a horse. But you can say I rode a horse before, right? So this is another way of using the past, right? Ridden, past participle with have. I have ridden a horse before. She had eaten an octopus in a restaurant before.
Thank you.
I have eaten pancakes in Japan. The very funny pancakes, right? It had ridden an airplane a couple of years ago, right? So these are okay. And now let's listen to the recording and write down which one comes first. Let's write down which one comes first, okay? So for example, I have eaten a pig, so maybe one, and then something else, right? So write down the numbers, okay?
Unit 5, Lesson 2, Activity 2. Match the cards. Then listen and order.
Have you ever ridden a camel?
Have you ever ridden a camel? So it's have you ever ridden, right? So 1 and 2. Have you ever ridden? Alright, Emily, can you? Right? Have you ever ridden? So they use the cards have, the first one, and then ridden, the second. Have you ever ridden? Let's listen to the next one.
Yes, I have. I rode one on holiday last year.
So the question was, have you ever ridden? The answer was, yes, I rode. Right? You see the tense change? But still same meaning, right? In the past.
Where did you go?
We rode into the desert. We saw the pyramids. Have you seen the pyramids?
No, I haven't.
Now they use another one. They say, have you seen, right? Have you seen? Right? Seen comes from the word see. The past tense is saw. So let's see what his answer is.
But I've read about them. Where did you stay?
We stayed in a hotel in the desert. I've never slept in a hotel.
Okay. I have never slept. So sleep, right? Still say the same to slept. It will not change, right? The past participle of sleep is still slept, same as the past tense.
We ate watermelon and pineapple for breakfast. I've never eaten pineapple for breakfast.
I have never eaten. So this is 3 and 4. I have never eaten, okay? I have never eaten.
It was great. Have you ever been to the desert?
No, I haven't.
Alright, so this one is another one. Let me erase, right? Have you ever been or been, okay? Have you ever been or been? So, have you ever been or been, right? So the word been comes from be. So, if you ask in past tense, you will ask them, were you in the desert? Have you visited the desert, right? And then maybe they will say, yes, I was in the desert, but this one is I have been, right?
What was it like?
It was very hot and dry in the day, but it was cold at night.
Did you take any photos?
Yes, I did. I took photos of the pyramids at night. I've never taken so many photos.
So, it was a good holiday?
Yes, the best holiday I've ever had.
Alright, so that is the answer for part 2, okay? We use have ridden and have eaten, okay? I have ridden, I have eaten. She had eaten and she had ridden. So in the past, right? Alright, let's go on to page 3. Okay, on page 3, we have a picture, okay? Page 3. We have a picture of a swimming pool, a public swimming pool, and some people doing some activities on their own. Alright, remind you, this is page 3. Okay? We have some people in the swimming pool, some people on the ground, some people are taking a shower, some people are having some snacks, okay? And we have 5 questions. Question number 1 is, why is the little girl crying? Okay? Question number 2, what have the 2 boys at the shop just done? Question number 3, why is the little boy angry? Question number 4. Who has jumped into the pool or in the pool? Number 5. How many postcards has the woman written? So let's look at that question. How many postcard has the woman written? That means how many she already finished writing, right? Alright, so before we answer the questions, let's listen to the recording and see if we can get the answer.
Unit 5, Lesson 3, Activity 1. Look and listen, then answer.
Where are these people?
They're at the swimming pool.
How many children are there?
I think there are 8. There are 2 children at the shop. 2 boys have just bought ice creams.
Who else has bought ice creams?
The little girl who's crying. Look, she's just dropped her ice cream.
Oh. Can you see the angry little boy who's wearing blue shorts and a striped t-shirt?
Oh yes, he doesn't look very happy. That bird has just stolen his ice cream.
How many people are in the water?
3. The boy with black curly hair has just jumped in.
Ah.
2 girls are playing with a ball. The girl with blonde hair has just caught the ball.
Can you see the woman who is wearing a red hat? What's she doing?
She's writing postcards. Look, she's already written 3 postcards.
Unit.
Alright, so this part, right, we have some special words to use. Okay, special. I say special because we haven't learned this before. So question number 1, why is the little girl crying? Now, some of you might say, the girl is crying because she dropped her ice cream, right? The answer is correct, right? But in this case, we have to use the correct tense. It is wrong. Why is the little girl crying? Because, I'll use a black pen. She has just dropped her ice cream. Full stop. Has just dropped. You wrote something else. You didn't use this one. Has just dropped. Okay? Please make use of this here. Has just dropped. Okay? She has just dropped. I'll explain it later, okay? Alright, very good. What about the next question? What have the 2 boys at the shop just done? What have, right? So if the girl uses has, she has. So they, the boys, right? So they should be they have. They have what? What did they do? They have just bought. Very good. They have
I was right again.
just bought an ice cream. Is it an ice cream? Oh no. Just bought ice cream. Both of them bought ice cream. Not an ice cream. They have just bought ice cream.
Their ice cream.
Yes, or their ice cream. Question number 3. Why is the little boy angry?
Because
Right. A bird.
no, that is not a bird.
What is it? It is a bird. It's a kind of bird.
What kind of bird?
A seagull.
Eagle.
A seagull.
I got it.
A bird what? A bird has just
Just take it.
taken. Very good, taken.
The ice cream. His ice cream.
Taken
The boy's ice cream.
or stolen. You can say stolen, right? His ice cream. So many things about ice cream. A bird has just taken or stolen his ice cream. Taken or stolen his ice cream. Alright, you can write down a full sentence. The little boy is angry because the bird has just taken or stolen his ice cream. Or you can say, Jess, a bird has just stolen or taken his ice cream. Okay? Okay, what about for question number 4? Who has jumped in the
A
pool?
boy.
Yes, but which boy? Did you listen to the recording a while ago?
With-
With what kind of hair?
Black
Curly
hair.
hair. Curly hair, okay?
And black hair too.
Okay, so it should be a boy with curly hair has just jumped into the pool. Or you can just say
Curly black.
a boy with this is letter U, curly or black curly hair, not curly black hair. With black curly hair. Full stop. No need to write down a boy with black curly hair has just jumped into the pool.
Can I write them?
Okay, you can write it down, but it'll take you a long time, okay? A boy with curly, or a boy with black, or a boy with black curly hair has just jumped in the pool.
It's T or N or D.
Jumped.
D.
So, for these tenses, we use the past participle, right? Jump, jumped, jumped.
Done.
Take, took, taken. I will show you later, okay? I'll show you something later. What about number 5? How many postcards has the woman written? How many postcards has the woman written? So that means how many she already finished, right? How many has she finished writing? So you write down, she has written.
She has just written.
Or she has just written is okay. She has written or she has just written is both fine. So she has just written
Can I
3.
say the woman just written?
The woman
has
just written? No. The woman has,
just written.
yeah, has just written 3 post cards. Full stop. Okay? Alright.
Huh? It's not 4.
Not 4 because she's writing 1 right now, right? So has written means she already finished. She already finished.
Ugh.
Have you finished?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not finished.
Alright, so check your answers please. Number 1, she has just dropped her ice cream. Number 2, they just bought their ice cream. Or they have. 2 boys just bought. Have just bought. Have just bought, okay, not just bought.
Huh?
The little boy is angry because a bird has just taken.
Yeah.
Alright, number 4. A boy with curly hair has just jumped. The woman has just written 3 postcards. Alright, good. So that should be the answers, alright? Now, I made a mistake explaining something a while ago, so let's wait for Miss Young to move the camera, okay?
What?
Hello, not our class. Alright. Is it pointing at this?
Yes.
I will ask Miss Young. Okay, so I made a mistake explaining something a while ago. Miss Young, can you move the camera to this part?
Okay.
Alright, so I made a mistake. I overlooked something. So, have and had, right? They are together for I, you, we, they, right? These two over here. So, has is for he, she, it. Has, okay? Over there. So, it should be I have eaten, I had eaten, right? Have and had, so present perfect tense, right? And past perfect tense. And then this one is has. She has eaten, it has ridden, right? So these two are different, right? Okay, that's why in part 1, page 3, we use has for he, she, it, right? A boy with black hair has, she has, the bird has. For they, we use have, okay? Have. So something that just happened now, right? Something that just happened. Alright, let's move on to our activity book now, okay? Our activity book. On our activity book, we should go to page 36, right? Page 36. So let's open our books to page 36. Can I find page 36? Alright, page 36. We have 2 parts, okay? We have enough time, so let's do this first and then the recording or the listening part later. Alright, page 36, we have a crossword puzzle with 8 questions, alright? Let's do it together, part 1. Can you please open your activity book, page 36, Emily? Alright, so for questions number 1, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, alright? Our crossword puzzle. Let's try to answer it carefully. Number 1, it has been as an example, right? Number 1, it isn't hot, but it isn't cold. It is just warm. W-A-R-M. Right?
This
Not too
one?
hot, not too
No.
cold.
This one.
Now let's do question number 2. These are very high hills. Sorry, not hills. These are very high hills. What is another word? Hills are very small, right? What is a big hill? Start with letter M. Hills are small,
Mountain.
right? Mountains. And how do we spell mountains? M O U N T A I N
S.
S. Mountains. Where can I find this spelling? Right? You can find this on your
in your head.
Shh. You can find it on your workbook, right? You can find it on your workbook, page 1, right? Mountains, the story part. You can find it here. All right. Now let's go on to number 3. Number 3. You feel this way when something isn't interesting, when something isn't fun. You feel this way. When you feel this way, something isn't fun. It is bored, right? B-O-R-E-D. Bored. Alright, question number 4. An animal with 8 legs and lives in the sea. What kind of animal is that? Starting with letter O and has a U near the end. 8 legs. An octopus, right? A-C-T-O-P-U-S. An octopus. Octopus. Alright, question number 5. A very hot place, right? A very hot place where there's only sand. That is a desert. D-E-S-E-R-T. Desert. Okay? Alright, so now we have most of them. Let's go to number 6. What do you think number 6 is? An animal that lives in very hot places. What is this animal that lives in the desert? A camel. Camel, okay? C-A-M-E-L. Camel. Alright, number 7. Question number 7. A winter sport. This winter sport, you do it on a mountain. What do you call that? Skiing. S-K-I-I, so double I-N-G. Skiing. And lastly, for number 8, question number 8, what do you think that is? You can read this, but it isn't a book or newspaper. Something. Something.
Magazine.
Right, magazine. An a-zine, magazine. Alright, a magazine. Alright, so number 1 should be warm, as an example, done already. Number 2 is mountains, M-O-U-N-T-A-I-N-S. Number 3 is bored, B-O-R-E-D. Number 4 is octopus, O-C-T-O-P-U-S, octopus. Number 5 is desert, D-E-S-E-R-T, desert. Number 6 is a camel, C-A-M-E-L. Number 7, skiing, S-K-I-I-N-G. Number 8 is magazine, M-A-G-A-Z-I-N-E. Alright, check your answers, because these are important words we will use in part 2. We will use this in part 2, okay? Alright, check your work, please. Alright, so now let's move on to part 2, okay? Part 2. Choose a word from exercise 1 and complete the texts, okay? Choose a word from exercise 1 and complete the text, okay? So for question number 1 has been done for us, right? Katie was feeling bored, so that's why we wrote down bored, number 1, alright? Number 1 is bored, example already done. Because she had nothing to do. She looked in the holiday what? What did she look into in the story? You can use your workbook page 1 to write down the answer. She looked into a holiday magazine. Very good, magazine. She looked into a holiday magazine, but she didn't want to ride a what? Ride an octopus, ride a camel, ride a skiing, ride a desert, ride a warm. Ride a camel, right? Camel, C-A-M-E-L. Alright, what about the next one? Right, ride a camel in the blank. In the story, they said she can ride a camel in the where? In the desert, or across the desert, right? So it's desert. D-E-S-E-R-T. Desert, right? And then question number 5. Question number 5, right? She didn't want to go blank in the blank. She went last year already. So she didn't want to go skiing in the mountains.
Done.
Because she went last year, right? She didn't want to go skiing in the mountains because she went last year. And it wasn't very blank.
Warm.
Warm. Very good, warm. W-A-R-M. That means she didn't have enough clothes maybe, or her clothes weren't enough to help her stay warm because up in the mountain with snow it's very cold, right?
Yeah.
She didn't want to eat octopus, right? Octopus. O-C-T-O-P-U-S, right? Octopus. Because she preferred her mom's cooking, right? Alright. Let's move on to page 37, okay? Page 37. We have a listening exercise about a holiday, alright? 6 questions. What has been done as an example? Let's read the questions before we start listening, okay? So question 1, right? Where did they go? Where did you go? To the mountains. Question number 2, where did you stay? So asking for a place, right? Maybe they stayed in my uncle's house, my friend's house, at a hotel, at an ugly hotel, at my mom's house, right? What did you do? I ate a lot of food, right? Maybe, who knows? Number 4, who with means who did you go with? Maybe my uncle, my auntie, and my friends. Who knows, right? Listen. Number 5, what's the weather like? Rainy and cold, maybe, right? Who knows? And then next year, what you're going to do next year? Go to Japan, maybe, right? Who knows? So let's listen carefully to the recording, and then we will answer together, right? I'll play it just one time. So listen carefully.
Unit 5, Lesson 2, Activity 1. Listen and write. Where did you go on holiday last year?
We went to the mountains. Have you ever been to the mountains?
Yes, I have. I love staying in the mountains. Where did you stay?
We stayed in a lovely hotel. The food was delicious.
What did you do?
We had skiing lessons. It was really fun. The first day we fell over all the time. But by the end, we could all ski down the mountain. Have you ever skied?
Yes, I've skied a few times. It's my favourite sport. Who did you go with?
My mum, my dad and my brother.
What was the weather like?
It was sunny and snowy. Just right for skiing.
Are you going to go next year?
No. Next year, we're going to go to London. I've never been to London.
Alright, so where did you go? To the mountains. Where did you stay? In a lovely hotel. So you can write
In a hotel.
a lovely hotel or in a lovely hotel. Alright? What did you do in the mountains? Right? He had skiing, SKIING lessons. That means he learned how to ski. Emily. Yeah, Belle.
Wow.
Write it down. Had skiing lessons, right? Had skiing lessons. Alright. What about question number 4? Who did he go with? Who with? So he said Dad, Mom,
And
who else? And my
brother.
brother. Very good.
Disgusting brother.
Dad, Mom, and my brother. Okay? And what was the weather there? What was the weather?
It was sunny,
Sunny and?
rainy,
No.
Africa,
Sunny
cloudy.
and wrong. Snowy.
Of course no.
Right, of course there's snow up in the mountain, right, for skiing. Sunny and snowy. And then next year, where are they going next year? They are going to go to London. So go to... Be careful, the L in London is big. Big
I
L.
never want to
London.
I want to go to the London.
Alright, so make sure you got the answers correct. Question number 1, alright, is an example, to the mountains. Number 2, a lovely hotel or in a lovely hotel. Number 3, had skiing lessons. Number 4, Dad and Mom and my brother. Number 5, sunny and snowy. Number 6, go to London, right? Alright, last part. We have one last part. Read and choose the best answer. Read and choose the best answer. Alright, so for number 2, the question for number 2 is, did you stay in a flat? So the most important part here is the word did. So we have to find the word did in the answers, right? Yes, I have stayed in a flat. No, I didn't stay in a flat. So here we have did, right? Didn't stay in a flat. No, I haven't stayed in the flat. So which do you think is the correct answer? A, B, or C?
No, I didn't.
Right, it should be B. No, I didn't. We can find the word did here too, right? Alright, next question. Question number 3. What was the weather like? What was the weather like? The key word we're looking for here is was, right?
It was sunny.
Right, so A, it was sunny. Here we have was.
B,
It is. This is sunny, right? And the weather
Was.
is sunny. So which one is correct? A, B, or C? It was sunny. It is sunny. The weather is sunny. What was the weather like?
It was
It should be A, right? It was sunny, right? Match the tense. All right, question number 4. Are you going to go next year? Are you going to go next year? The key word here is the word are. Okay? And then the answers are no, we don't. No, we are not. And yes, I do. So what should the answer be?
No, we aren't.
Right, no, we aren't. Or no, we are not, because we have the are here in the correct form. Okay? So your answers for this one should be B, A, and B. No, I didn't. It was sunny. And no, we aren't. Okay? I think we still have time, right? Do we still have time?
No.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
5 minutes? Is it 5 minutes or how long?
15 minutes.
Oh, 15 minutes. Okay, good. Because I want to show you something on the TV, okay? This is a little bit of extra information for you to understand how to use the tenses we use today. Alright, so let me just bring up...
What time is now?
We started late, right? We started late today, that's why.
Yes.
No.
Yes, we started late. Okay, I think
No, we didn't start alert.
this is easier.
I'm hungry. I need to go.
Even I'm hungry. Okay, alright. So, this is called the present perfect tense, right? This is called the present perfect tense. A while ago we used has and have, right? Has and have. So, this is called the present perfect tense. We form present perfect tenses with have, has, so have or has, and past participle, eaten, right? So which one should we use? We should use have for I, you, we, and they, and has for he, she, it, and proper nouns, so names, right? Proper nouns, all right? So there are other examples that I want to show you, okay? Okay. I don't know how to make it bigger. I think this is the biggest it can get, right? Yes, okay, this is the biggest it can get. Alright, so we have statements, questions, short answers, right? Short answers. So this is the positive, means yes. Negative means no. Questions means the questions you asked, right? And positive means yes, negative means no. For example, have you worked today? Yes, I have worked today in Learning Grace. I was in Mr. Joe's class. No, I haven't worked today because when I was in Mr. Joe's class, I was so bored and only slept, right? I haven't worked. My question was, have you worked? Have you worked, right? Have you worked? So even this looks like past tense. This is actually not past tense. This is the past participle, right? And then you can say a short answer, yes, I have. I've done my work. No, I haven't because Mr. Joe is so boring, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's so boring. I want to stay.
Alright, there's a lot more. I want to show you the past participle, okay?
This is what
Oh,
I
this
know.
is not English. Where's the past participle table, okay? I'll show you. Past participle table.
Boring.
Alright, so we have irregular and regular, right? So there's quite a lot.
English regular. Can it get
Okay.
bigger?
It's too small, let me just click it, okay? Let me see if I can open it. Yes, I can.
Is
Full
it-
screen. Okay.
Use
Okay.
the comb to enlarge.
This is the biggest. This is the biggest it can get. Let me find another one. A small table, maybe. Okay, this one's good.
I have a home.
Right, you usually have it at the last page of your book, right? Last page of English book. Let me bring it up. Only that? Okay, this one. Alright, let me remove this.
Look.
Alright, so we have an infinitive, right? Infinitive means to. Infinitive means there's a to in front, so to talk. The simple past tense is looked, right? And the past participle is also looked. So this is what we call a regular, right? Regular. Very simple. Looked, talked, worked. But then we also have irregular, okay? We have irregular ones. So let's look at the irregular ones, okay? The irregular, right? We have the infinitives, which is to in front, right? To be will become was or were. There are two forms, right? Was for I was, he was, she was, they was or were. What about for they? Is it they was or they were? They were, right? That's why we have two forms, because different pronouns will use different forms, right? But in the past participle, it will stay the same. Been, right? I have been, you have been, they have been, she has been, right? The only change is has or have, okay? And then we have to come will become came. In the past participle, it will go back to come. Oops, sorry, come, right? Come. And then we have to add. We have to add, so to do. To do, did, here's the special part, right? Done. Do, did, and done. So a lot of these end in the N sounds, right? Been, done. Also eaten, right? To eat, ate, eaten. Now this one, make, made, made. Still the same, right? This one again, see, saw, seen, right? Again with the N sounds. Been, done, eaten, and seen. Take, took, and taken. Take, took, and taken. And then we have one that says write, right? So I write a book, I wrote a book, I have written a book. Written, okay? So that is the present perfect tenses, okay? Let me see if there are any other more. Alright, so this is the present perfect, right? So we have examples here. We have been here for hours, okay? Let's take a look at this one. So we have, we've, have you, so you have. When I got home, my family had. Okay, so my family had. They had already. They had. So this had means something that has been done in the past and already finished now. Okay, already finished. And then the managers will have seen all the candidates by the end of the day. Have, will have. Okay, she's taken a day off, so she has taken. All right. Has he written? So he has written. He's written. All right. So that is how we use present perfect with the use of past participle, right? Been, come, done, got, or sometimes you can use. Sorry, not this one. Had, already, seen, eaten, right? Made, seen. What else? Taken and written. Okay. So please practice your past participle. If you have the past participle at home, you can practice the table. Or if you have a computer, you can just search past participle.
A lot.
Right. Some of you have a lot from schoolwork, right?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, let's take a few more minutes. Sorry, do we still have time?
No.
53 only.
Oh, 53 seconds. All right.
No.
Oh.
Minutes.
7 minutes more.
7 minutes.
Yeah, I know. So, because we started late today, right? So let's look at the over here, right? Experiences and events, right? So this is on the last page of your book. So what does experiences mean and events? Experiences means the things that you enjoy and you go through, right? So for example, we are experiencing now in Hong Kong, right? We are experiencing no school, right? No school, and we have to stay at home. So we call that a quarantine, right? Or a lockdown. We stay at home. So we have experienced through this, right? Do you think people in the future will experience this in Hong Kong? Do you think they will feel like this again? Maybe or maybe not, right? So we don't know. And then events mean what happens, okay? Events mean what happens, okay? Or like a party. A party can also be an event, right? Alright, so we have some words here. Brush, right? Brush, comb. They're quite synonymous. They're quite similar, right? These are the things or the action. So I can brush my hair or I can comb my hair. I can use the brush to brush my hair. I can use the comb to comb my hair. Can you pay attention? Alright, and then we have helicopter. We all know what that is. Helicopter is this one in the front, right? Helicopter.
No.
And then air is the air that we breathe, right? Can we see air? Can we see air with our eyes? No, right? We cannot see air with our eyes. We need to use some type of device to see air. hot and cold air. Mountain, we have a lot in Hong Kong. Lots of mountain. Cooker. Cooker, what's a cooker? Cooker is a... What is a cooker? A device at home that we use to cook, okay? For example, we have a rice cooker. What else do we have? What else do we have? We have a stove, right? We can call that a cooker as well. And then 7, diary. What is a diary? A book where we write what happens in our daily life, right? Every day. How we feel and what happened. Number 8, envelope or envelope. You can say it either way. Envelope is a piece of paper that you put your letter inside, right? And then you sign your name outside, and then you put the address you want to send to. Fridge. Fridge is the short form of what word? Refrigerator, okay? Refrigerator is a long word. Fridge is the small word. Where we keep our food and drinks, right? So it doesn't go...
Cold.
Yeah, it keeps them cold. It doesn't make them spoiled, okay? Key, okay? The word key has many meanings. Key can mean the key to open the door. Key can mean important, right? The key things that we should have at home are food, water, and electricity maybe, right? So key can mean important, can also mean the key to open the door. Letter, for example, right? The envelope we put inside the envelope. We put the letter inside the envelope. Shelf. What does shelf mean?
Shelf means a lot of space that can give you to put food.
Right, shelves are things that we can use to put things inside. So they are storage, right? Shelves, okay? Maybe you can see a lot of these in the library, right? To keep books. Soap, to wash ourselves, right? S-O-A-P, soap, right? And then stamp. So stamp has two meanings also. Stamp can mean you step on someone or something, right? I stamped on my toes
Computer.
or someone's toes accidentally. Or stamp can mean what you use for the letter, right? You put a stamp on the letter to send. Swing can mean the action of swinging, right? Or can also mean the what? What is swing? In the playground, right? What you play, swing. Alright, so I want you to at least memorize the words and how to spell them, okay?
Right.
And then go ahead and also read page 19 just to memorize. No need to get into the details, alright? So remember, this is what we have to do, alright? So read page 18, familiarize yourself. If you don't know what it means, you can go to the computer, you type the words and see what they look like, alright? Okay, alright, so today we did our first class of the flyers, okay, flyers.
Huh? Flyers?
Oh, sorry, yeah, flyers 3, right, flyers 3. Alright. 2 more, I'm hearing from Miss Young, we need 2 more minutes, okay? So 2 more minutes. Do I have students waiting? Okay, it's okay. Alright, so 2 more minutes. Alright, so let me juggle your memory a little bit, okay? So let's use the whiteboard.
Huh?
Alright, let's use the whiteboard. Alright, so I will try to use what I do in grammar classes, okay? So I have the word eat, right? Eat. And then some octopus before. What should I use, right? What should I use? Has or have, and how do I change the word eat? Alright? Alright, Emma can volunteer. So I have.
Eaten.
How do we spell eaten?
E-A-T-T-E-N.
E-A-T-T-E-N is wrong.
E-A-T-E-N.
Right, so this is called the present perfect tense, right? I have eaten some octopus before. Now what about the word is read, right? Read. Now I ask you, have you read your book have you read your book? So you will answer with yes, I have read. Read, how do you spell read?
R-E-A-D.
Right, R-E-A-D.
And
This
then-
one is not read, it sounds like the word red,
And
right?
then And then
Okay.
my teacher said you need to add some
Yes.
kind of
Later, we will go to that later. So this one is has and have, and then the past participle, alright? Alright, so do we have enough time now? Alright, so this is the Flyers 3.1 class, okay? Alright, so go home and study. Alright, see you next time. Bye bye.